Are you excited about Football Manager 21 being announced?
Yeah, I am really excited for Football Manager 21 to be coming out 24th November. Only about 6 weeks or so until that comes out. So really, really soon. I am very excited for it.
Have you got affiliate links for us again this year?
Yep, I do have some affiliate codes. Yeah, I've got some. They're just not ready yet. I'm still working with the company that I do them with to get it all sorted out. But as soon as they are ready, I will be telling you guys about it. And if you look down in the description, as soon as they are announced, I'll be putting the links down in the description as well. At the moment it's blank, but if you scroll down and you see a link there, then obviously click that link to get your copy of the game.
Will you be doing any giveaways of FM21 at some point?
Yes, there will be some giveaways as well. In fact, the first giveaway is going to be this weekend on my Twitch channel. So obviously the Streamer Showdown Saturday and on Sunday night, I will be giving away some copies there if we win the league and we win the knockouts. If not, everyone gets entered into a prize draw for Tuesday's stream. So I will be giving away a copy. It just depends if I'm giving away one on Saturday night or Sunday night or on Tuesday. So I'll have to wait and see for those ones. But there will be some more giveaways on the YouTube side of things. There was some on Twitter. There'll be loads of giveaways in the next 6 weeks or so. So obviously, if you don't win one, there's plenty of chances to win more down the line. Hello and welcome back to the Leeds United FM20 save. Hope you're all doing well today and looking forward to today's. I'm not quite sure what sort of an episode it's going to be. It's obviously the cup semi-finals we've got against Oxford, but in between that we've got 4 games. So it's a cup semi-final bonanza, a league bonanza because we've got 4 games to show you some highlights off as well. And it's also January, which means it's a January transfer window, so technically a transfer special as well. So I'm not quite sure how this video is going to go, how long it's going to be, how it's going to be edited, but enjoy the ride. First of all, thank you to everyone who dropped into the live stream last night for the Streamer Showdown. Massively appreciate that. We've got a good team, I think, and we stand a good chance of getting into the final, hopefully. I should say, I am recording this before I've actually done the draft for the Streamer Showdown, so I'm presuming that I've got a good team. I might have got a terrible one, but I'm saying it's a good team either way, just for the sake of this. Of course, the Streamer Showdown games will be played on Saturday and Sunday from 6:45 PM over on twitch.tv/TomFM, so come and join us there. And also a big thanks to your continued support on the channel so far as well. You guys seem to just keep loving this series and it's absolutely amazing. So thank you ever so much. Likes target of 300 on today's video. Let's go for 300 and see if we can get that. Also, if you haven't yet done so already, press subscribe because we're very close to 16,000 now, which is mad. Last week it was 15,000. This week, let's get to 16,000. You'll love to see it. Good news and bad news coming up first and foremost, though. The good news. The good news is that we have had 2 new players join the squad. Obviously, young players that we've signed and they've had to wait till they're 18 to get into the club. So, Sixto Montoya, which has got a fantastic name, very good attacking midfielder, has come in from Levante. Like what I see with him. Hopefully, develop him nicely. He'll be very, very good for us with his 4.5 stars of potential. And João Colo has also come into the club as well. A left back who also looks very good with 4-star potential. Someone in the comment section last time out in the last transfer special told me that Colo is, I guess, Portuguese. I think they said it's a different language, for rabbit. So he's João Rabbit, which I think is a great name. The downside to January, though, is that we've got 6 months left on contracts for some players. And as it stands right now, 3 players just do not want to sign a new contract with us because their contracts end in 6 months' time. It's these 3 players. Bartol Barisic, which is really upsetting, Meslier and Bogus. Now, we knew about Bogus already because PSG bid for him last summer. We kept rejecting it, and he's just determined to leave the club now because he thinks I'm an idiot, basically. He might be right, you never know. Meslier wants to leave because he's not getting enough game time. I did speak to him, and he said he'll stay at the club if he's made a star player. I'm not prepared to make him a star player because he's not as good as Farron is. I want to keep him, but if we go and offer him a new contract, not happening, basically. Same with Bogus, offer him a new contract. It's not happening, so that's a bit of a shame. The one that has upset me, though, is Bartol Barisic, mainly because if we go to contract transfer status, you can see that PSG, Napoli, both Milan's, Juventus and Colorado, all teams are interested, with Colorado and Juventus offering him a contract. He's not interested in talking to contracts, as you can see on the screenshot. He's just not been interested, and I presume that's not changed. If we go to offer him a new contract, he wants to talk about a contract. Come on, this is big. Okay, I thought we were going to lose Bartol Barisic, and I was really upset about it. He's been superb this season. He keeps improving and improving and improving. And I sort of see him as the future of our strike force alongside Joe Gelhardt when he gets back from loan next season. I think these two guys will be very good strikers for us. But okay. Well, we can offer him a new contract, which is a great start to today's episode. Essentially, I think we give him what he wants. I might up the playing time, though. That might help out a little bit. If we up his playing time to fringe player, to squad player, to regular starter. So regular starter in 2 seasons' time, which he's a regular starter now. So make it 2 seasons' time, he'll be fine. So let's suggest those promises to him and basically give him what he wants and a little bit more. 20k a week, lad. How about that? Let's get rid of these yearly wage rise and unused substitute fees. But every goal you score, I'll give you $5,000 if you want, lad. And $5,000. Look, just give him what he wants. I want to keep him at the club. Obviously, we can't quite compete with a PSG or both Milans or Juventus. So we've got to give him a good deal. But I'm so happy that he wants to talk about contracts now. I'm happy we've sorted that with Bartol. Bartol, he's become like a favourite of mine. You must have the same thing. You've got your favourite players. If they suddenly decide that they want to leave the club or don't want to discuss a new contract with you, you feel hurt. You feel upset. That's how I felt with Bartol, if I'm honest with you. So I'm happy that he's changed his mind. Obviously, after the really good form he had been in, he's not scored a goal for a little while, actually, since last episode. But since last episode, we've played 3 and we've won 2 of the games. We had a 4-0 win against Leicester with Roberts, Vital, McNeil and Elena getting the goals before we beat Blackburn 2-1 the game afterwards with Nainggolan and Elena getting the penalties. But we did succumb to Wolverhampton Wanderers in the FA Cup 3rd round, 1-0, Fabio Silva scoring the goal for Wolves in that one. So today we are definitely doing both Oxford games, obviously. Then just sort of a case of how much we do of these games and how much we show of transfers and things like that, because I think there'll be a bit of both. Obviously, more bids coming in for Bartol Barisic. I am concerned we're going to lose him, even though he does want to give us a chance with the contract. I am worried. But a Chinese club are also coming in for Carlos Elena, 25 million. He's not interested in speaking to them, though. I'm interested in the money, though. If I'm honest with you, I'm interested in the money. Thing is, he's very, very good, actually. In this season, a 7.09 average rating across all his games. He's been very good for us. And we do have a lot of injuries still. I'd rather not lose him just yet. I'm not sure who else we bring in, to be fair. How much could we get Mariba for, do we reckon? Because Mariba's very good. He'd be a great replacement for him. If we just make an offer, how much do they want for him? They want 91. Okay, we're not selling Carlos Elena. There's probably plenty of midfielders out there we could get in, but I'd want Mariba. Mariba's very, very good. And if we're replacing one Barcelona man with another, I'd like it to be Mariba. Bids are being made for Bogus, though. I'm not quite sure why they're not offering a contract. That doesn't quite seem right. They can just offer him a contract, surely. But they're making bids for him, which makes me think he's not going to sign one with us. He doesn't want to. So let's try and get as much money for him as possible. Let's offer him to clubs for 7.5 million and just see if anyone bites on that. In the Carabao Cup, United have won the first leg against Watford 2-0. Hopefully Watford come back in the second leg and do their bits. But we've obviously got to take on Oxford United of League One. It's such a lovely, kind draw for us. This is the team that we're going to go for the game against Oxford. We're going to go all out, or as all out as we can do, basically, with the players that we've got available to us who aren't injured or suspended or just coming back from injury. So Holozek, Calvin Phillips, Tomoyasu, Rodrigo, Hartman, they can't play this game because they're all injured or coming back from injury. So Farron's in goal, Nedlikov, Ferro and Josko swap over, and Cody Drama at right back. Taylor and Elena also swap over this one. Let's see what they can do in this. In fact, whilst we're here, let's give Raja Nainggolan a go. See if he can knock around those Oxford players a little bit. Let's give him the game time. Attacking midfield is McNeil, Vital, Roberts, and of course Barisic will lead the line for us. I want to see him get plenty of goals today so he can take his tally up pretty high, and he wants to stay at the club because he realises that Leeds is the best place for him to score goals, maybe. So then, kickoff is upon us. You love to see it, lads. Let's get a good result in here today. Let's take the first leg by storm and demolish Oxford. They're in League One. How are they doing? 8th in League One. Like, they're not a bad side in League One then, but I mean, I'm very surprised they managed to get so far in the competition. They've done ever so well,
But I'm sorry, Leeds, you're 2 wins away from the final, but you're not going to get these wins. Did I say Leeds or did I say Oxford to that? Because I meant Oxford if I said Leeds, although with McNeil shooting like that, maybe not. We just need to get the breakthrough, basically. We need to get the breakthrough. Let's not concede away goals either, and we should be sorted to get ourselves into our first cup final in this save, as Roberts puts the ball not in the middle because he's not done much with that, unfortunately, as it's actually Oxford looking the side to come out on a counter-attack, but Joska with a good interception there. McNeil back on the ball, across to Cody Drammer, back to Kenneth Taylor, across to Nedliakov. Come on, let's get this in the middle. It is. Roberts is there. 5th goal this season for him. The floodgates hopefully will now open. Or maybe they won't open because we are nearly out at half-time. Not a single highlight since we scored the goal. But maybe one final chance to double our lead before the break as Nainggolan brings the ball forward out wide to Nedliakov into McNeil, who's brought down in the area. That's easily a penalty. It was way in the area. Don't know why they're judging it. There we go. Penalty to be taken by Bartol Barisic. Get your 90th for the season, son, please. And he duly obliges. 2-0 at half-time. We're in a good position. So I'm feeling pretty comfortable. I feel like I can just sort of sit back, relax, and just, see the goals start to come in now. As Nainggolan, come on, gets a goal as well. You love to see it. Great goal from him. It is a bit annoying how this is a 2-legged affair when you could argue that now we're 4-0 up with Bartol Barisic's 10th of the season. There's no chance that Oxford are coming back in this in the second leg. I mean, hopefully, if everyone's back from injury, actually, we probably can play the youngsters and the youth squads out in the second leg, which would be a great experience for them, actually. But as the clock winds down, I'm not making subs because I don't think I really need to at this stage. The clock winds down. It's a 4-0 win to open up today's episode. Probably the biggest win that we're going to have in today's episode as well, particularly with the likes of Liverpool and Man City coming up later on as well. Oh, we just picked up another one. I thought this was like the closing highlight of the game, but Bartol Barisic gets his hat-trick after a poor back pass. We'll see it on the replay. It was a back pass here. It was a back pass. Go on, back pass it then. There we go. There's a back pass, which was terrible. Bartol actually misses it the first chance, but second chance buries that one and gets his hat-trick. A thank you. Big win. You love to see it. I think we are in the final now. I'm happy with that. Now, if I'm honest with you, I don't really feel the need to be signing players this January. We did all our business pretty much at the start of the season as Thaddeus Davis is wanted by West Ham. Well, you can't have him. He's our player. There could be some exceptions. We could bring some players in on loan, like Vinicius Jr., who's wanted on loan again. We could bring him in again for the sake of it. How much do they want for him again? I wouldn't mind. It's the same sort of price, although we can't afford to pay his wages. Right? Okay, we can't get him in anyway. Loads of clubs are interested in him, and especially PSG for 7.5 mil. And they offered that, did they? Did they? Have I missed loads of bids for him? Where is he? I've missed loads of bids for loads of players. I looked at things. Bogus. Yeah, PSG have offered just 7.5 mil up front. Go on then. Go to PSG. Have a good time. Porto also offered 7.5 mil as well, so we'll accept that one. We'll reject the one from Wolves, though. I'd rather them not play in the Premier League against us. I mean, I don't really want them to go, but there's nothing else we can really do about this. We either lose him for free in 6 months' time, or we get money for him now. So I think it's got to happen. Oh, another Chinese club bid for Carlos Elena as well. More money, but again, we'll reject it for now. I am missing so many bids. Valenti, he's been offered to a Chinese club for loads. No, you're not going anywhere. And Tyler Roberts as well. Tyler Roberts is wanted. No, leave my players alone, everyone. Oh, what a boy. What a boy. Bartol Barisic commits his... I mean, we're overpaying for him, all right? We are overpaying for him on his wages. But he's committed his future to the club for 4 years, which is really nice, actually. So we don't have to worry about losing this guy who's currently the top scorer at the club this season. Immediately, though, he is taken ill and now has to go home because he's got a cold. And I don't want to give it to the rest of the squad. So he'll miss the game against Liverpool and actually the game against Man City as well. So that's really annoying. Meslier set to go to West Brom for £2.5 million as well. There's nothing we can do. He doesn't want to sign a contract, so we may as well get a bit of money for him. So to get £10 million for players that are desperate to leave the club and are going to leave the club for free in 6 months' time, I think is pretty decent. We're now playing Liverpool. I probably lose 4 or 5-0, I would imagine. I mean, they've got Skriniar, they've got De Jong, they've got Barella. I mean, they've just improved. They've improved on the actual Liverpool squad, which is horrible. A Liverpool squad at the start of the game is already so good. But is there a chance for us? Is there a chance for us? Come on, Drama. Come on. Come on. Cleared. Nainggolan. McNeil. Someone. Shoot. Someone. Score. Someone. Score. Someone. Score. Oh, it's not happened. You hate to see it. Half-time 0-0. One shot, but it's a huge result for us so far. I'll take that. Liverpool coming forward on the ball, or they're just giving it away to Drama, who's dealt with that quite well, actually. Oh, he's not dealt with that very well. Oh, Drama. I was bigging you up so much, and then you've done something like that. Oh, it's going to look even worse in the 3D engine, won't it? It's going to look even worse. Oh, what was he doing? What was he thinking? God, it's such a good goal as well. Oh, and there's number 2. Skriniar. 2-0. It's not that bad. Could have been a lot worse, that game. Could have been an awful lot worse. So, in some ways, that's a win. If we look at some elements of the way we played, maybe. Peter Goldsmith wants an improved deal for Drama, though, after that game. Well, Peter Goldsmith, who is known to prefer his clients to remain at their current club while also being regarded as a patient negotiator. Okay, he's quite a good agent to have. I will give him a new contract just because I like it. Right, hold on a second. Hold on. Bogus is... He's very cross with us. Really cross with us because we wouldn't let him go to PSG. He's now rejected the contract from PSG. What's this about? What is going on with this lad? Do you want to talk to us now? He doesn't want to talk to us. So what is going on with him? Why is he not happy? I mean, if PSG are willing to offer 7.5, let's try that 10 million. Let's try 10 million, which they haven't offered, but Wolves have. Go on. I'll sell him to Wolves for 10 million. Like taking candy from a baby at this stage if we get £10 million for him. And Sheffield United are offering even more. Offering 10.5 in total, 7 up front and then a bit more after. Okay. The game against Man City, though, I am going to call this. I'm going to say we're going to pull off a shock 1-0 win against City. And the first goal's coming right now. Come on. Goal right now. 1-0 to us. Look, we'll get the ball back and we'll go on the counter-attack. That's what's going to happen. Dybala is not scoring. Dybala is not assisting. We're going to tackle and we're going to score a goal. There we go. I told you. Well, I was right about scoring 1 goal. Just a shame that Man City scored 2 themselves, if I'm honest with you. But we weren't expected to win these 2 games. We weren't expected to win them. Bournemouth and Leicester, though, that's a different story. God, Norwich are wanting Thaddeus Davis as well now. I mean, blimey. Nearly 11. We're rejecting it, obviously, because we've got a real good crop of young players coming through, but we don't want to lose them, as Watford now are making... Right. Watford have made a big bid for Bogus. Wolves, you're getting rejected. You're not going to Wolves anymore. I mean, you've got better offers from Sheffield and Watford here. God, the games are coming thick and fast. When have these games been played? Sunday, Wednesday, Saturday, Tuesday. They're all very quick, actually, these games. I don't know why January's so congested, but it seems to be. But another game coming up now. Right. Kick-off upon us against Bournemouth. 2-0 win for us. That's what my mind is telling me, a 2-0 win for us. Also, we're playing in Reading. I assume this means Bournemouth are finally getting a new stadium to be built. Facilities. They are currently in Reading because their new 21,750 Steve Fletcher Park, who I presume is some sort of chairman at some point, that's been built. Lovely. But Bournemouth to Reading's a long way. Surely, temporarily moving to Southampton would be more logical than Reading. That's quite a long distance for Bournemouth to go, really. I mean, it's all that sort of south region, isn't it? South, east, west, southwest. But it doesn't matter where we play Bournemouth because we will beat Bournemouth. They're not going to beat us. They're not going to do anything against us. I mean, I was right when I said that Bournemouth weren't going to beat us. It's just we didn't beat them. Another frustrating game. Dominated the match stats, but some games, there's no in between with us. We never win 1-0. It's either like a 4-0 or we draw 0-0, something like that. We can never just... Oh, it's so annoying. Why can't we score 7 like Man City did against Villa? Why can't we do that? But we might have a new goal scorer on our hands because Steve has just joined the club. The Brazilian Steve, who has got 2-star current ability and 4-star potential. We've signed him for £2.1 million from Sporting. Is that Sporting? Sao Paulo. It's the SPO that gets me. I think I said this last time out and someone correct me in the comment section. I meant Sao Paulo. Either way, Steve looks pretty good. 20 determination. That's what we like to see. He's a striker with only 10 finishing though. So, I mean, immediately, development, training. Let's get him on finishing. And now we've got another game coming up immediately afterwards against Leicester. And then we've got a long time off. Why could these games not be more spread out? I mean, I guess this period in between here is meant to be our winter break, I would guess. But what's the point in having a winter break if it means the whole system is congested earlier on? And that's not even the winter break. Winter break's here.
I don't get the point of the winter break if it's all congested elsewhere in the season. Just get rid of it. All my predictions so far have been pretty wrong, actually. Pretty wrong. And I'm going to say we're not... Yeah, there we go. I'm going to say we're not conceding that there. We're going to come back and win this 3-0. 3-0 win. So 3-0 was the correct result. Just for Leicester. Not for Leicester. Look at the match stats. God, I'm so annoyed. Against Leicester, against Bournemouth, I feel we played really well. Match stats massively in our favour. Result, not so much. Oh, so annoying. And it's annoying because, like... we don't deserve that. We don't deserve to lose that 3-0. We played so well. We had all the game. The game was ours, but we've conceded 3. Somehow, we still find ourselves 9th in the table after all of that. We are somehow... I guess everyone else is having like terrible seasons, particularly Chelsea. Chelsea, who have got Thiago Silva, they've got Rudiger, they've got Mbappe. They've got such a good team. Really good team, actually. Sane, Bernardeschi, Mbappe, Pulisic. Like, they've got such a good team, and yet they're only 3 points ahead of us in the table. So we think we feel like we're being done pretty hard by at Leeds. But Chelsea, whew, they should be really hard done by. At least we've now got a nice week off or so until we get to play against Oxford in the second leg. Not that we really need to play in the second leg because we've already won it 5-0 in the first leg. So I'm feeling pretty confident, if I'm honest with you. Bogus is set to leave the club though. He is going to be leaving to go to Watford. Now, it's not a player I didn't want him to leave the club. Didn't want him to go because he's good and he's got good potential on him. But he just doesn't want to talk to us. He's just been cross, and it turns out he wanted to leave to go to PSG, turned PSG, and is now going to Watford. So make of that what you will. I don't think he knows what he wants to do with his life, basically, but good luck to you. So after all of that, we actually have £10 million to spend now, if we want to. I'm looking at players that are transfer listed, and there are some big names listed. Jadon Sancho is transfer listed by request for 93 million, so we're not going to get him. Ruben Diaz, 124 million pounds from Tottenham. Okay. Christensen, 39. Sane by 80. Okay, I don't know why I'm looking at these players. We're not going to get them. We're over our wage budget by 44,000 as well, apparently, so it's not likely we're going to get many of these players. If we sort by the ones that we've got access to, are any of them going to massively improve our squad? Not these ones. What about potential wise? No. So I don't think we spend the money. I think we save it and leave it and get it back reinvested for, projection-wise, £58 million of transfer budget for next season. But we're finally here for the big game against Oxford. Second leg. I mean, we're 5-0 up. This should be a routine win. I think, though, what I'm going to do is go to pick rotated squad and go full rotation. So we should... We're not really... Hang on. That's not quite right. We want to go pick youth prospects instead. That's what we'll do. Although even that hasn't quite worked out, really, has it? So for the team, I've gone for a mixture of youth. We've got young players in the squad such as Colo, Schurz, Signo, Montoya and Nassi. We've got some players returning from injury, Rodrigo, Phillips and Tomiyasu. And then we've got McCalmont and Holozek in there just because they were around and thought I'd put them in the team. But this is the team that's going to win the game regardless. We're going through to the final. This is just going to confirm it. So as kickoff is upon us, it's us on the counter-attack. I thought Oxford was starting that highlight off, but we're on the counter-attack. And actually, we desperately do need to get a big win here today because we've not won since the last game against Oxford. So we need a big win to actually get us back in a bit of good form. Long throw from Tomiyasu, which isn't very long in the end, only goes as far as Holozek, who loses possession for us. But Tomiyasu coming back now. Come on, let's get a good result here as we've not done it. Looking to build out from the back, the young Italian Signo, who's very good on the ball, I believe, if I can remember his attributes correctly. He's very good on the ball, so hopefully we'll see plenty of that today as Holozek's shot saved by Alex Palmer, who's actually the Lincoln City goalkeeper in real life at the moment. Clearly, Football Manager don't seem to rate him too much, because otherwise he'd be playing the Premier League right now, wouldn't he? He's not. He's playing in League One Oxford. Plays for West Brom in real life, has just signed a new 4-year contract with West Brom, and they seem to rate him really highly, and so does the Lincoln City manager. Says he should be playing in the Championship as opposed to League One. So it looks like we've got a good deal in real life, but Football Manager seem to think otherwise. And who do I believe? Real managers or Football Manager? Probably Football Manager. But it's going to be a good test for this squad because we've got some young players who want to develop themselves in this Leeds side. Obviously, it's a team with the future. You know, this back line, Schurz, Signo, conceding goals like that, that's going to go hand in hand in the future. Oh my God, if we end up losing to Oxford as well, that just really shows that we're in some sort of bad form with something dodgy going on right now. Like,
I don't quite understand what's going on. Come on, Calvin Phillips. And again, we've got players, Rodrigo and Calvin Phillips combining, players coming back from injury, and you can see that Rodrigo's not played a game for months because he's done that. Oh God, what if Oxford come and score like 3 or 4 goals now? Because we've not been totally dominant, I must say. I mean, I know we're playing a young, weak squad with players coming back from injury. It's not an ideal it should still be battering Oxford, though. Should still be battering Oxford, and yet we're losing, as we have done every game so far apart from one. That's nearly a second. We've not had a good chance in our favour yet. How are Oxford doing this to us? Do you know what it is? I know what it is. It's the Football Manager luck modifier, isn't it? Obviously, I've turned the game on and started doing today's episode, and the luck modifier has been reset, and we've got no luck on our side. I need to save the game, turn the computer off, turn it back on again to reset that luck modifier, and then we'll win every single game 5 or 6-0. Also, I genuinely can't believe this. 75 minutes into the game, we've still not scored a goal with really good players on the pitch. Holozek and Rodrigo should be banging this. We've got a very good midfield. I can't believe it. Well, we're going to bring another youngster on, Ehrman, on the pitch. He's going to come on for a little bit. Dwight McNeil will come on for Nassi because, I mean, gosh, we've got to change something up there. And Rodrigo will drop out wide and we'll bring Bartol Barisic on. Obviously, we're 5-1 up in aggregate, so it's not too much of a worry. But I don't want to have a 1-0 loss to Oxford on our record in a competitive game. I don't want to have it. And yet here come Oxford again, nearly making it 2-0. I can't believe this. Well, fair play to them. They've won it 1-0 on the night. Fair play. They've done incredibly well on the night. And can they make it 2? They have made it. They've made it 2. God, thank God we won that first leg. It's an own goal. How's that an own goal? I obviously wasn't really looking. Oh, it's a very bad own goal. Farronese has made a few big mistakes this season. I can't believe this. Well, I mean, all of a sudden, January's not a good month, is it? Thing is, we had something similar last season. Last January wasn't brilliant. We then had the winter break and then a very good second half of the season or end of the season. So maybe something similar will happen again, but this is not 2-0 loss to Oxford. I can't believe that. Liverpool and City, yes, we were supposed to lose those games. That's fine. The Bournemouth game, I look at that, we should have won that. You know, we had loads of shots on target. Don't get me started against Leicester. 18 shots, we can't score a bloody goal, but we concede 3. And this one against Oxford, they deserved it, really. We just didn't I don't understand it. How have we gone from a 4-0 win against Leicester and then, oh God, we need to fix this. The positive side is we are through to the final. We will be playing Manchester United in the final, so that's going to be a big derby. Next episode tomorrow will just be the Carabao Cup final against Manchester United as well. We will also do it as a YouTube premiere, so it essentially comes out like a live stream. We're all in a live chat together and we can watch the game unfold and things like that. It will come out at some point tomorrow before the Streamer Showdown stuff, so we can watch that and then all jump into the Streamer Showdown. That's how it'll work. So keep an eye on social media for what time this all comes out. It will likely be about 6:30, I would imagine, on Saturday, UK time that is. So look out for it then. But in the meantime, I need to give the boys a bollocking. In fact, before we go, let's have a team meeting here. A team meeting. I want to ensure that heads don't drop. And they all agree with me on that, so that's what we needed. Hopefully now we turn this around. Thank you very much for watching today. It's been a bit of a weird episode, given how many games we've played and how many losses we've had and the lack of transfers. At least we got to a final. That's the exciting bit. We got to a final. Doesn't quite feel like it, though, after that 2-0 loss to Oxford. Either way, thank you ever so much. I do massively appreciate all you guys being here. And if you watched the entire episode, please do drop a like for me. Subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. And I will see you next time. Have a good one. Goodbye.